Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Remember Ronald McDonald, that cheerful, red-haired clown who seemed to be everywhere? For decades, he was the face of McDonald's, the king of fast food mascots. But have you noticed something strange lately? He's kind of gone. Vanished. It's like one day he was waving at us from a bench outside McDonald's, and the next, poof, he disappeared. So what happened? Where did Ronald go? Today, we're diving deep into the mysterious case of the missing clown. It's a story involving changing tastes, public health debates, and even a creepy clown panic. Stick around, because this is one fast food mystery you won't want to miss. Let's start by rewinding the clock. Ronald McDonald made his grand debut in 1963. He was created to appeal directly to kids, and boy, did it work. With his bright yellow suit, big red shoes, and friendly smile, he was an instant hit. He wasn't just in commercials, he was a full-blown celebrity. He had his own cast of characters in McDonaldland, like Grimace, the Hamburglar, and Birdie. They had their own cartoon specials, their own comic books, and of course their own line of toys in Happy Meals. For generations of kids, Ronald was synonymous with fun, burgers, and happiness. He was the key to McDonald's strategy of becoming a family-friendly restaurant. And for a long time, it was a massive success. Ronald helped turn McDonald's into the global behemoth it is today. He was more recognizable than most presidents. So, with all that success, why would they ever get rid of him? The first cracks in Ronald's perfect world started to appear in the early 2000s. Society was changing. People started paying a lot more attention to what they were eating. Documentaries like Super Size Me hit the mainstream, and suddenly, fast food wasn't just seen as a fun treat anymore. It was linked to major health concerns, especially childhood obesity. And who was the #1 symbol of marketing fast food to children? Our friend Ronald. Health advocacy groups and concerned parents started pointing fingers. They argued that using a friendly clown to sell burgers and fries to kids was irresponsible. The pressure mounted. Groups like Corporate Accountability International launched campaigns demanding Ronald's retirement. They called him the Joe Camel of fast food, comparing him to the cartoon character used to sell cigarettes to a younger audience. That's a pretty heavy accusation. McDonald's initially defended Ronald. They argued he was a beloved character who promoted fun and an active lifestyle. They even tried to give him a bit of a makeover. He started wearing a new outfit, a yellow vest, and a red blazer, and they even gave him a new job title, Brand Ambassador. He started showing up at charity events and visiting children's hospitals through the Ronald McDonald House Charities, which, to be fair, is an incredible organization that does a lot of good. The idea was to shift his image from a fast food salesman to a symbol of the company's good deeds. But the criticism didn't stop. The public perception had shifted. A clown selling burgers to kids just didn't sit right with a lot of people anymore. McDonald's started quietly phasing him out of their mainstream advertising. You'd see him less and less in TV commercials. The magical world of McDonaldland was dismantled, and his friends like Grimace and the Hamburglar were sent into retirement. Ronald was still around, but his role was significantly reduced. He was becoming a ghost of his former self. But the final nail in the coffin, the event that truly made Ronald McDonald disappear from the public eye, was something nobody could have predicted. It happened in 2016. Do you remember the creepy clown phenomenon? It was bizarre. All over the world, people started reporting sightings of scary-looking clowns lurking in forests, standing on street corners, and just generally being terrifying. It started as a few isolated incidents, but quickly blew up on social media, creating a wave of mass hysteria. People were genuinely scared. Schools issued warnings, and some towns even banned clown costumes for Halloween. Now imagine you're a marketing executive at McDonald's during all of this. Your primary mascot, a clown, is now associated with a global panic. It was the worst possible timing. The last thing you want is for your kid-friendly character to be associated with something so frightening. McDonald's had to act fast. They released a statement saying they were being thoughtful in respect to the current climate around clown sightings and would be limiting Ronald's public appearances. And that was it. That was the moment Ronald effectively went into hiding. The creepy clown craze gave McDonald's the perfect reason to finally and quietly bench their most famous yet most controversial character. It wasn't a big dramatic firing. There was no farewell tour. he just faded away. After the panic died down, he never really came back. McDonald's had already been moving away from him for years, and this was the final push they needed. They shifted their marketing focus to things like their McCafe coffee line, appealing more to adults, and using more abstract, modern advertising that didn't rely on a single mascot. It was the end of an era. So, where is Ronald today? Well, he's not completely gone. He's in a sort of semi-retirement. His image is still used for the Ronald McDonald House charities, which is a great use of his legacy. You might still see a statue of him on a bench outside some older McDonald's locations, a relic of a bygone era. And very occasionally, he might make a rare appearance at a local event. But his days as the global face of the brand are over. McDonald's has moved on. We've even seen them bring back characters like Grimace for viral marketing campaigns. But Ronald remains noticeably absent from these revivals. His disappearance is a fascinating case study in how brands have to adapt to changing cultural values. The things that worked in the 1970s don't necessarily work today. The public conversation around health, marketing to children, and even our perception of clowns has completely transformed. Ronald McDonald wasn't just a mascot, he was a cultural icon. For many of us, he's a piece of our childhood. But his story shows that no icon is too big to fall out of favor. He was created for a different time, and as the world changed, he just couldn't change with it. From being the king of fast food to a PR liability, and finally a victim of the great creepy clown panic of 2016, it's been a wild ride. It's a little sad in a way to see a character who brought so much joy to so many kids just disappear, but it's also a sign of progress. We're more aware of how marketing affects us and our children, and companies are being held more accountable. So the next time you drive past a McDonald's, take a look and see if you can spot an old statue of Ronald. He might be gone from our commercials, but he hasn't been completely erased from our memories. What do you guys think? Do you miss Ronald McDonald? Or was it time for him to retire? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'd love to hear your memories of him. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into a fast food mystery, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this one. We'll see you in the next one.